Do we have anyone on Zoom, Erica? Who do we have? Shabbat Shalom. And I want to welcome Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I would like to welcome everyone that's here in person, as well as the people on Zoom and those on the live stream. These past 2 years have been extremely challenging, to say the least. With the live hostages finally home, I feel hopeful for Israel and for Jews everywhere. We spent a long, joyful, and meaningful month with Rabbi Gordy and his wife Sharon. I'm happy to remind you that he will be returning December 8th, 2025, as our permanent part-time rabbi. With Sarah retiring at the end of this month, we have an opportunity to come together to keep Bethel the wonderful and special place we all know that it is. Congregation Bethel was founded 65 years ago this fall. May we continue to go from generation to generation and from strength to strength. I'd like to warm up our voices with Shabbat Shalom. So let's start. Bim bom, bim 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 bom, bim 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 bom. Bim bom, bim 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 bom, bim 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 bom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Okay, now that we're all warmed up, I'd like you to turn to page 120 and 121 in your blue prayer books, Mishkan Tefillah. Does everybody have one? Okay, because we had taken them away for high holidays. Is there anyone who would like to light the Shabbos candles? Okay. Would you like to do a reading first, or you can do either one of the ones on page 121? Okay?
Should I do the reading before or after?
Before. I'm going to light the lighter candle for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, either one. Your pick.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we by our lives give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter this sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love. Amen. Amen. Every Shabbat we bring in the light. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivonu lahadlik nir shel Shabbat. Amen.
Thank you very much, Sheila.
Thank you.
Okay, now we're on page 124. We enter this sanctuary to welcome Shabbat. Within these walls, we sit surrounded by numberless generations. Our ancestors built this synagogue as a visible sign of God's presence in their midst. Throughout our long history and our endless wanderings, it has endured, a beacon of truth, love, and justice for all humanity. Its presence guided our ancestors to lives of righteousness, holding up to them a vision of their truest selves. Now we, in our turn, come into this sanctuary to affirm the sacredness of our lives. May we enter this place in peace. May holiness wrap around us as we cross its threshold. Weariness, doubt, the flaws within our human hearts, the harshness of the weak, let these drop away at the door. In the brightness of Shabbat, let peace settle upon us as we lift our hearts in prayer. Page 127. There are days, let's do this one responsively. There are days when we seek things for ourselves and measure failure by what we do not gain. There are days when we exploit nature as if it were a horn of plenty that can never be exhausted. There are days when we act as if we cared nothing for the rights of others. So we embrace Shabbat, day of rest, day of wonder, day of peace. Okay, we are going to page 138, and we're going to do L'chal Dodi. We're going to do verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And at 9, we're going to stand up and face the back door to welcome the Shabbat bride. L'chol dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabala. L'chol dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabala. L'chol dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabala. L'chol dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabala, Shamor v'zachor b'devor echad, Hishmi anu hel amacha, Adonai echad, Ushemo echad, L'shem al tiferet l'tihila. L'chol dodi l'krat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabala. L'chol dodi l'krat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabala. L'krat Shabbat l'chol nevicha, Ki hi mekor habracha, Merosh mekadem nesucha, Sof mechenak b'chenem natila. L'chol dodi l'krat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabala. L'chol dodi l'krat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabala. Hi Torah, hi Torah, hi ki v'arechu mi uri, uri, shedabari, kavod Adonai nigla. L'chol dodi l'krat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabala. L'chol dodi l'krat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabala. So if you're able, please stand and face the door. Boi b'shalom al teret ba'ala, Gam b'simcha u'tzachala, Tunemune amsugula, Boi kala. L'chol dodi l'krat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabala. L'chol dodi l'krat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabela. You may be seated, and we're on page 142. Please join me. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlochim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bochem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech malachei hamlochim hakadosh baruch hu. Baruchuni l'shalom malachei hashalom malachei elyon. Mi melech malachei hamlochim hakadosh baruch hu. Zechem l'shalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech malachei hamlochim hakadosh baruch hu. Turn the page, we're on 144. If you're able, please stand for the Chatzi Kaddish. Yikadol v'yikadash shemei rabba B'amal devra kurutevim lich malchutei B'chayechom uv'yomechom uv'chayde yedachol beit Yisrael Bagala bagala uv'izman koriv V'yimaru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbo Mavorach, Le'olam Omei Omaya, Yitbarach, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitabar, V'yitmamam, V'yitnaseh, V'yithadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shmei Dukusha Barichu, Le'olam min kol baracha v'shirata, Tushbechota v'nechemota Dalmiran bi'alma v'yimaru amen. Remain standing. We're on page 146. Baruch hu et Adonai hamavorach Baruch Adonai hamevorach hamevorach leolam vaed hamevorach hamevorach leolam vaed. We're going to read the Hebrew on page 148. If you know it, please join me. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chochma poteach she'arim, uv'tvuna ma'asim itim, u'machalif et chazmanim, umsarder et hakokavim. B'mishpar barikira kirtzono. B'rei yom v'layla, golel or miknei v'hoshach, v'hoshach miknei or. Umadir yom umevi laila, umaldil bein yom uvein laila. Adonai tzavo shemo. Al chai v'kayom tomid yamloch aleinu le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai hama'ariv aravim. We are on page 150. Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael Amcha ohavta Torah u'mitzvot Hukimu mishpotim. Otanu lemadata, Otanu lemadata. Al kain Adonai Eloheinu b'ktuvenu ukumenu na'aseh b'chutchecha v'nismach b'dvorei Toratecha u'mitzvotecha le'olam bo'ed ki hem chayenu ve'orech yomenu Uvahem nege yamam v'layla, nege yamam v'layla. Ve'ahavtecha al tusir mimenu leomim. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Ohev amo Yisrael. We're on page 152. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Please be seated. We're going to do the Ve'ahavta on page 154. Please join me if you know it. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh asher anochi metzavacha hayom al levavecha v'shinam tom levanecha v'dibarta bom v'shiftecha b'veitecha u'v'leftecha v'aderech u'v'shaftecha uv'kumecha u'tartom liot al yodecha v'hayu l'totafot b'neinecha uv'tavtom al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha Leman tizkaru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'ditem kedoshim le'Elohechem Ani Adonai Elohechem Asher hotzetzi eschem me'eretz Mitzrayim lehiot lachem le'Elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem. We're on page 157, and you're welcome to join me. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai, we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. We are on page 158. Mi chamocha bo'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh. Noro tehilot, o sefele, noro tehilot, o sefele. Malchutecha, rauvonecha, bokei hayom, lifnei Moshe u'Miriam ze'eli, anu v'yomru, Adonai yimloch, Adonai yimloch, le'olam va'ed. V'ne'amar ki fada Adonai et Yaakov, ugalo mechyat chazak mimenu, baruch atah Adonai, ga'al Yisrael. We are on page 161 and 160. Please join me. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu, L'shalom. V'hamidenu, Shamreinu l'chayim. Ufrosolenu, Sukkot Shlomecha, Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu, Hashkivenu, L'shalom. We're on page 162. V'shamru V'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat l'doraton berit olam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat l'doraton berit olam. B'nei uvein B'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam. V'shamru B'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat l'doraton berit olam. Ki sheshet yomim aso Adonai et hashamayim v'et ha'oretz v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat l'doraton berit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat v'yinafash Shabbat v'yinafash Shabbat v'yinafash v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat l'doraton berit olam. We are now on page 164, and if you're able, please ride. Adonai safta tivhita ufiya detehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. We are on page 166. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanara El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei HaKol, V'zocher Chastei Ovot, Umevi Ugula, Livnei V'nechem, Laman Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Ozer, Moshiach U'Mogen, Baruch atah Adonai, Mogen Avraham, V'etzrat Sarah. Atogi bor le'olam Adonai mechayei hakol ata rav lehoshiach v'cholkei chayim b'chesed mechayei hakol b'rachamim rabim somech noflim v'rofei cholim umatir asurim Umekayim emunato lishnei ofor michamocha bial gevurot umidom eloch melech memit umechaye umatzmiach Yeshua v'ne'emanata l'chayot hakol baruch atah Adonai mechaye hakol. We're on page 170. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh ukdashim b'chol yom yachalalucha selo baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. Please be seated. We're at the top of page 171. Days pass and the years vanish, and we walk sightless among miracles. God, fill our eyes with seeing and our minds with knowing. Let there be moments when your presence, like lightning, illumines the darkness in which we walk. Help us to see wherever we gaze that that bush burns unconsumed, and we, clay touched by God, will reach out for holiness and exclaim in wonder, how filled with awe is this place, and we did not know it. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. We're now on page 173. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day, and may all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day, and may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. We're on page 174. Ritzei, Ritzei, Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu b'yamcho Yisroel u'tefilatam b'ahavot tekabel u'tehila ratzon tomid u'tehila ratzon tomid avodat Yisroel amecha. We're on page 176 in the middle. Please join me. We acknowledge with thanks that you are Adonai, our God and the God of our ancestors forever. You are the rock of our lives and the shield of our salvation in every generation. Let us thank you and praise you for our lives which are in your hand, for our souls which are in your care, for your miracles that we experience every day, and for your wondrous deeds and favors at every time of day, evening, morning, and noon. O good one whose mercies never end, O compassionate one whose kindness never fails, we forever put our hope in you. So now we're on page 178, and anyone who knows me knows that this is my very favorite prayer. So I'm going to read the English first, and then we're going to sing the Hebrew on page 178 together. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace. Shalom Rav al Yisroel Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisroel Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech Adon lechol hashalom. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisroel b'chol ed u'chol sha'o b'shlomecha Baruch ata Adonai hamvorech et amo Yisroel Shalom. So we are on page 180, sorry. And the prayer in the middle, my God, guard your speech. In our old prayer books, that was a silent prayer. So I like to take this opportunity to either read that silently or reflect on the week, what was good, what was not so good, So take a few minutes now to just either, read that prayer to yourself or collect your own thoughts. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock and my redeemer. Yehiyu l'ratzon imarefi v'hegyon libi lefanecha Adonai tzuri v'goali Yehiyu l'ratzon imarefi. And please turn to page 371. 371, yes, for the Mishabera. I will read the names on the list here. We have Tony Lee, Hannah Levin, Valerie Horner, Rona Paquette, Jackie Farrell, Miriam Schneer, Abraham Labby, Louise Ziff, Morton Kaplan, Bonnie Levine, John Farrell, Lindsay Martin, Tamara Fishman, Martin Jean, Rabbi Jeffrey Ablisser, Igor Kurgansky, Kevin Killop, Clara Lobach, Maya Claus, Susan Tuck Sweetman, Emmett McDonald, Sharon Schneer, Rebecca Chappis, Evgenia Davidok, Dina Fahy, Linda Stewart, Cheryl Nicole Wright, Colleen Halpern, Karen Dvorabat Masadavi Norman, Lori Curtis, Asher Israel, Ray Zoy, Terry McCastiker, Alyssa Wright Tammy, B. Mona, Gail Kaplan, Yosef Shimon, I thought there were more. Oh, yes, there are. Rabbi Hazan Dvorak, Solomon Smear, Lila Reese-Pullman, Elizabeth Enright, Sue Ann Frankel, Harry Indig, Carol Charlton, Henry Dinendell Jr., Larry Brodsky, Jeff Arbus. Special prayers for safekeeping for all in Israel, Iris Kaver Berliner and family, Michael Orley Uvalve and Noam Kessler, and all of the soldiers and those who have been released. Are there any other names to include on this list? Or I have people that, for whatever reason, don't want to make formal announcements, but I'm carrying them in my heart. One is doing much better than I expected, and the other's holding her own quite well. So this week, at this moment in time, Amen, thank you. I'm pretty pleased. Are there any other names we should include out loud? So for the names we've said and the people we carry in our hearts, we're on page 371. Mishaberach avotenu makor habracha liimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach Imotenu Makor HaBracha Liavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Please turn to page 376 for our congregation. Source of all being, may the children of this community learn these passions from us: love of Torah, devotion and prayer, and support of the needy. May we guide with integrity, and may our leadership be in your service. May those who teach and nourish us be blessed with satisfaction, and may we appreciate their time and their devotion. Bless us with the fruits of wisdom and understanding, and may our efforts bring fulfillment and joy. Baruch atah Adonai, she'achata levad be'yira na'avod. And please join me on page 377. We'll do the English prayer for Israel. O Heavenly One, protector and redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen. Okay, so that brings us up to the Torah portion. And I feel really privileged that this is the very first portion of the Torah. And what I didn't realize, like I thought it was just, in the beginning, blah, 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 and there was chaos and this and that and blah, 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 right? But I'm reading this thing and it goes right up to Noah. Like it's all in the first chapter, So this is, so we're in the book of Genesis, and the portion is called Bereshit, which may be translated as in the beginning or at first. So I'm just going to give you a summary, or we would be here all night. And there is Torah Talks tomorrow, so you can go into more detail tomorrow. But when I actually read the whole portion, and it goes on ad nauseum about this one begot this one, and this one lived to this many years, and this one lived to that many years, and the average age back then was 120, which I don't understand how they did the math, but simple math isn't my thing anyway, so I'm not going to question it. But so here's the summary. God creates the world and everything in it in 6 days and rests on the seventh. Adam and Eve are placed in the Garden of Eden, where they eat the forbidden fruit and are subsequently exiled. Adam and Eve have 2 sons, Cain and Abel. Cain kills his brother Abel. And interestingly enough, there's no details. They're just out in the field and, but more details on, like his trying to escape, his responsibility in the killing. Adam and Eve have another child named Seth. The Torah lists the 10 generations from Adam to Noah. That's what the begot, on and on. God regrets having created human beings and decides to destroy everything on earth, but Noah finds favor with God. And another interesting little take on this is humanity's role in every generation is to expand creation's promise to begin again in our own time. So as we return to Bereshit this year, what light must we name? Where must we separate darkness from goodness in Jewish life and in the world? How will we affirm what is Tov Mi'od for our communities now? The Torah's first chapter is not only a memory of the world's birth, it is a charge to every generation to see creation as very good, is to accept the courage of partnership. Reform Judaism was born from that courage in Germany nearly 2 centuries ago. Our task is to carry it forward, to create, to discern, and to begin again so that in our time the world may be judged Tov Mi'od, very good. So next week, we have Shabbat services led by Harvey Kessler with Tracy Ayton and Michael Ricketts, followed by a celebratory oneg in honor of our very own Sarah Shklov's retirement. So it should be really fun and exciting, and please plan on being here. Friday, October 31st, it will be a Zoom-only service, and Fida Dekrab, Dr. Fida Dekrab, will be leading it. I really encourage you to log on and support her, because Dan and I have to do a bingo, and I can't be there. If anybody can light the candles for her, she has an issue with candles, so have your candles ready. Please reach out to her, and please, if you're not busy with the little trick-or-treaters, go on the Zoom, and please support her on October 31st. Saturday, November 1st, we will have a Tot Shabbat. And if you are available this Saturday or Sunday morning, we need to tear down the sukkah. Please speak to Sarah. Too bad Rabbi Gordy left already. We didn't need a ladder with him. And the only other thing I want to mention is Dan and I had the opportunity to go to the art show that's at the JCC. It's on for, this upcoming week is the last week. They don't accept walk-ins, but it's very easy to register, and it was absolutely amazing. I mean, so much I didn't realize, and the beauty of it, it's just really something. So if you have the opportunity, please go. Okay. We are up to our concluding prayers. So page 586, and stand for the Olenu. We're doing the bottom one, the one that, at the bottom on the right-hand side, because there's several versions. Aleinu l'shabech ladon hakol, latekedu la'alel tzever reshit, shelo asanu k'goyei haratzot, v'lo samanu k'mispot hadoma, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu k'chol hamanom, v'anachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוצר אורת ומשבקו בשמיים ממעל ושפינתו זו בגורה מרומים Hu Eloheinu ein od, Eth Eloheinu efer sulato, Kol katuv b'Torah v'yadato chayom v'shavata el levavecha, Ki Adonai hu Elohim, Bashamayim mima'al, v'al ha'aretz mitochad ein od. We're on page 591 in the middle. V'nemar v'chaya Adonai l'melech al kol ha'aretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. And if you remain standing and turn to page 598, we're going right to the Mourner's Kaddish on page 598. So recent deaths in our community are Louis Parnes, Maddie Weingarten, Tom Arbor, and all the victims of the war in Israel, especially those hostages presumed deceased but not yet returned. Yortzites for this week are Arthur Barrett, Archie Cherniak, Joseph Flagg, Larry Kamen, Sherman Morrison, father of Mark Morrison, Maurice Rush, Ida Shute, aunt of Lonnie Jaffe, Betty Weinberg, mother of Marcia Weinberg, Joan Weingarten, and Jack Winograd, the husband of Ann B. Winograd and brother of Welf Ralph Winograd, who are here with us tonight. Are there any other names to include on either list? Okay, we're on page 598. Please join me. Yikadal v'yikadash shemei rabbah, b'alma devra kurute v'amlich malchute, b'chayachom v'yomachom v'chayedachol beit Yisrael, b'gala uzman korea v'imru, amen. Yehei shama rabbah merach me'almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitabar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, Viet Hadar, Viet Ale, Viet Halal, Shemei, Dukusha, Barichu, Le'ela min kol barachata v'shirata, Tush b'chata v'nechemata, Damiran bi'alma v'imru, Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemayim, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. Osei shalom b'mramav, hu yasei shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. Please be seated. And I just, I think Israel really needs our support right now, so I would like to finish with singing Hatikva. I don't know the words, but I know they're in here somewhere. Oh, I just found it, page 678. So please join me if you know the tune. And I hope that we get better at this because I think Israel really needs our support. And I think singing Hatikva is one way we can support them. Kol beleva panima nefesh Yehudi homiya ulfate mizra kadima Ayin Litzion Sophia, Od lo avda tikvatenu, ha tikva bachnot aflayim, liotam chavshi be'artzenu, Eretz Zion Yerushalayim, liotam chavshi Be'artzenu, Eretz Zion, Yerushalayim. Okay, so I just noticed a note. Oops. Mary brought colas today, but put them in the freezer. And so it's too frozen for tonight. So here's a cracker. Very cute. Although, well, it's not matzah, it's a cracker. Although, I have to say, Rabbi Gordy, like Sarah and I, as ritual chairs, we had a meeting with Rabbi Gordy, and he's got different opinions on saying hamotzi at this stage of the, his contention is you say hamotzi before you have a dinner, and then you bench lechem after. So, stay tuned. We may be changing a few things here and there, but nothing drastic. And, you know, if we do change things, please let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you'd see different, you know, because Rabbi Gordy's very easy to get along with and very, very accommodating, and he wants us to all be happy and feel comfortable. So let us know. Let us know what you think. Okay. Would anybody like to do the Kiddush? It's on page 121. 123, sorry. If not, I can do it, but I didn't ask anyone to come up and do anything because I don't know about the rest of you, but after a month of holidays, I am exhausted. And I don't want anyone to ask me to do anything else at this moment, so I will do Kiddush. Because, okay, that's another thing. Rabbi Gordy likes doing the Erev, you know, like the yeah. But I like doing the whole thing on page 123. So, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kadsho b'ahavo v'ratzon hintilanu, zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit, Ki hu yom tehila l'makrei kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim. Ki vanu v'charta, theotanu kedashta, mikol hamim, v'shabbat kodecha, b'ava uvratzon, en haltonu. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-shabbat. Amen. L'chaim. Is this real wine? Where's Sarah go? I don't think it's real wine. I'm not gonna. L'chaim. Okay, so we'll skip the motzi, and that concludes our service for tonight. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming, and I want to thank the people on the Zoom and the live stream because, like I say, it's been a long month with a lot going on, and I appreciate the support, and I appreciate that you're here. Thank you very much, and Shabbat Shalom to everyone.